three-point shot.
It's a powering shot, baby.
The following is a production of the Rough Rider broadcast team, a presentation of Watlington and Shires Productions. NetSN and Azalea Orthopedics brings you Northeast Texas Sports, the 2024 season.
That's because you're getting ready to take a journey. Well, that's what we're doing here with the pregame show, getting you ready for the Rough Rider baseball. That's why Will Blackshear and all his staff at B3 Car Wash invite you to come by and get the car clean and invite you to enjoy the pregame show.
Welcome, Rough Rider fans. It is time for a little Friday night baseball. Tonight, it's against rival Carthage Bulldogs in Carthage. It's the final game for your Rough Riders tonight as they come in with fifth place in the district. They're a game ahead of Gilmer, but they are far enough behind Henderson where there's no path for them to the playoffs. Not true about the Carthage Bulldogs. They're in second place with only 2 losses. They completed their sweep of Kilgore last week with 2 one-run games, and they took 1 game from Leader Spring Hill. So tonight, Center versus Rough Riders. The Rough Riders would love to take one rivalry game here to close the season. So here we go. It's the Bulldogs. It's the Rough Riders. It's brought to you by Panola College, live from the brand new facility in Carthage High School. We'll bring you the first pitch next.
Everybody, welcome to NetSN's presentation of the district finale between the Center Rough Riders and the Carthage Bulldogs. We've had senior night here in Carthage. We've had the starting lineups, and this is the B3 Car Wash pregame show is what you just heard with Chris Wallington kind of setting out everything's going on. Our Hope Medical injury report is the same as it was the other night. Everybody right. Good except for Horton, but that's a big except, Jason Locke.
Logan Horton, starting third baseman and part-time pitcher, out again tonight with a knee injury. Going to miss his bat, that's for sure. But the Rough Riders having to come over to Carthage and finish off this district schedule with a game on senior night here in Carthage. So 7 starting seniors for the Bulldogs in the lineup, and here comes the first pitch. Sutton Link lines this into center field. It is going to be played, and first pitch, swinging and out to center field. The Riders sending Sutton Link, Easton Wolf, and Cody Atkinson to the plate. And we are underway here at Bulldog Baseball Field.
This is going to bring up Wolf.
He's going to step to the plate. He'll also be the starting pitcher for the Riders. And he takes a fastball outside for ball 1. This is Matthew Smith on the mound, right-hander for Carthage. And Wolf is going to foul this over the first base side. Count is 1-1. Beautiful park here in Carthage, brand new. They've got turf all the way. They finished off all their stadiums and seating and press box this year added to this beautiful field, and it makes for a beautiful complex. And that's going to be a strike on the outside corner to Wolf. He's down in the count 1-2. And that pitch is going to hit Wolf between the shoulder blades. That was a breaking ball that did not break. And the Riders have a man on with a hit by pitch. So Cody Atkins comes to the plate with 1 out. a swing and a miss from Atkinson. Tough break for Horton. This would normally be the spot Horton would occupy in the lineup. And there's a strike from Smith. So down in the count now, 0-2. Wolf at first base with one out. And that is a strike 3 called on the outside corner. So Atkinson goes down on strikes. 2 outs now.
Coming up, Bellin.
I think we're going to send in a pinch runner. They were hoping to leave Wolf in for running purposes until there's 2 outs. So now we're going to send a pinch runner in. This is Jace Radney to run for Wolf. TJ Bellin comes to the plate. Bellin's going to hit a sky high but foul back over the backstop. And the breaking ball outside misses 1-1. Bellin with his signature hoodie on tonight.
Yep.
Nice and warm out there. Beautiful night for a baseball game. And that one outside but low. So 2-1 to Bellin. It's a big hole over in left field. Left fielder playing well over to center field. And another strike on the outside corner. Rudder's going to have to make an adjustment there. That outside pitch is getting the call every time. They're shading the Rough Riders to be behind this Smith fastball. And time is called at the plate. Matthew Smith, big right-hander. Young man looks, I'm not sure how tall he is. What would you say, Mr. Shires?
6'2", 6'3", maybe a little more than that.
Big, tall bulldog out there. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball gets Bellin to chase, and the Riders strand one at first. We'll come back for the bottom of the first here at Bulldog Park.
This is a NetSN presentation of a Watlington Shires Pierce production. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winter chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, here we go. The bottom of the first with Wolf going to work. It's going to be ball one, Mr. Locke.
And the Bulldogs send Sam Watson to the plate, left-hander, to start things off for the home team. And Wolf not getting the outside corner call there, 2-0. And the fastball inside misses as well. So Watson with a 3-0 count. And 4 pitches, 4 balls, and a walk issued to the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the first. This is going to bring the DH, Brooke Soap, to the plate. Soap is normally the starting catcher, but they have played all 7 of their seniors tonight, so Soap comes in as the DH for the Bulldogs. And there's a strike under the hands of Soap. Watson with a healthy lead over at first base. And the curveball is going to be hit in the gap. Bellin able to stop it but not make a play. He did keep it on the infield. So that'll go as a base hit.
Test.
No outs. Man at first and second.
Test.
It's going to bring Dylan Davenport to the plate. Riders play tight on the corners, expecting a bunt play here. And Davenport watches a strike. Does not square to bunt, so he is going to swing away this at bat. And that one outside. Good job by Colby Lout keeping that ball in play. That one skipped on the edge of the dirt. Loud able to corral that. And this is foul back. So the count now 1-2 on Dylan Davenport. No outs. Runners at first and second. And the big curveball again hit to T.J. Bellin. Bellin goes to third for the fourth, but it gets away from Case Milford. Looked like a good opportunity for the Riders, just not able to squeeze that. So we've got Bulldogs everywhere with no outs, and Cade Moore, the cleanup hitter, comes to the plate. And this ball is fouled out of play. And that pitch inside misses. The count now 1-1. And the big curveball, swing and a miss. Count now 1-2. Wolf really had the curveball working last week against Gilmer, and it looks good tonight. Throws a changeup, kind of floats in, and no call there. Wolf actually kind of threw his hands out like, what is wrong with that pitch? Count 2-2. Curveball is going to be hit softly back to Bellin. Nowhere to go, and a run scored. Folks, that ball was not hit hard at all. It was a curveball, just barely trickled out. Milford not in position to make the play. Bellin able to glove it and keep it on the infield, but had no shot at throwing anybody out, and the Bulldogs draw first blood. Well, Wolf doing the job, getting the ground balls, but not able to make plays on the bases. Bases are loaded, no outs. And that brings Cale Preston to the plate. And Wolf delivers strike one. And that pitch inside misses, 1-0. And that one fouled away as well, 1-2. So Wolf again ahead in the count here. Riders looking for an out any way they can find one. And a swing and a miss and a twice the ice strikeout for Easton Wolf. His first of the game could not come at a more opportune time. Bases loaded with no outs. Wolf gets his first strikeout, and we've got an out on the board. That's going to bring up number 6, Ty Chambers. Chambers, the third baseman for the Bulldogs. And starts him off with a beautiful curveball. That's going to be called a ball. And Wolf is asking, where do I have to throw it to get a strike here? Comes back fastball low, 2-0. And this is going to be hit into center field. That gets down for a base hit. One run is in. They're waving the second run, and he'll score without a throw. So Chambers with a one-out, 2 RBI single. That's going to bring Martinez to the plate with a man at first and second and one out.
Wolf has induced some ground balls. We just haven't been able to get the outs.
We're just not able to turn it into outs. He's getting some frustration from the umpire behind the plate as well. Big curveball, and that one, again, not getting the call. Comes back with a fastball right down the middle. This one is just out of play. Lout gave it a chase, but got onto the roof. You can already see the frustration on Easton's face. He has thrown some beautiful pitches. Lout is framing them well, but the umpire does not touch it.
Of course, everybody at home needs to know. Says, Larry, come on, Ref Pierce is down on third base with our third base camera this evening and doing a marvelous job.
That one fouled back. So the count to the batter is 1-2 here. There is one out and 2 men on. The Riders are down 3-0 here in the first inning. Big curveball, and that one gets away from Wolf. Count now 2-2. Fastball's going to be hit. Milford at third goes to second for one out. Not in time for the double play, but they take the out in the middle. So safe at first, and a runner advances to third. So we got runners on the corner with 2 outs. This brings up Patrick Malone. And this one gets away from Lout, and the runner from third is coming home, and he will score. Ball kind of skipped off the shin guard and went to the side. That makes it 4-0 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first. Runner advances to third. Comes back with the curveball. Beautiful pitch. Still no call. Wolf just shakes his head, looks into the dugout, and kind of waves his arms. I'm with you. I have no idea what you have to do to get that call. Comes back fastball for a strike, caught in the same spot. Count is 1-2 to the batter.
Tonight's ballgame brought to you by Panola College.
And this one popped up and out of play. Appropriate that Panola is our game sponsor.
Yeah.
Main campus here in Carthage. Large campus over in Center. A lot of construction. We passed the campus coming in. They've got a lot of construction going on, some expansion and improvements to the Carthage campus. And this is slapped down the line and foul. Down the left field line. That one about 3 foot foul. That would have been trouble. But we call that a long strike. We'll line back up. It is 1-2 to the batter with 2 outs and a man on third. Curveball, and this one is lifted to left. There'll be a chance. It just drifts foul over the fence. Gage Vadrine gave it a run. Not able to get over the fence. Wolf comes back, and the changeup gets him a twice-the-eye strikeout. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs put up 4 here in the first. The Riders down 4-0. We'll be right back.
Panola is proud of its perennial baseball playoff team, the Panola Ponies. They're also proud to have facilities near the baseball fields in Center and in Carthage High School. Panola College says go Rough Riders and Bulldogs.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
Everybody, welcome back. Here we go. Get ready to start the second inning. Chris Wallington in the pregame talked to Coach, and hear what he had to say. This is brought to you by JBA Financial.
Just while we go. Coach, what's the word tonight? Final game against the rival.
We're just trying to play good baseball. We've put together a lot of good innings, just haven't found a way to put everything together. So that's really what we're working for tonight. We're trying to find a way to put everything together in the season in the right way.
Wouldn't it be great to do that?
100%, especially here.
Yeah. Keep the fireworks show from happening at the end.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that was Chris Wallington with Coach Moore. As in the pregame, of course, again, brought to you by JBA Financial. We'll find out what's going on out in the world of finances. We have JBA's own financial Jason Locke here with us, as he is the voice of the Rough Riders. What's new? What's going on out there, and what we need to know about?
Well, things are really looking good. Of course, the economy's been changing on us, so a lot of people making plans financially, working on their Medicare, getting ready for retirement. We're happy to help in any way we can.
And with that,
Jaden Lane helps the Rough Riders with a single to right to get things started. The Riders have their leadoff man on. And that's a good sign because we're down in this game 4-0.
Yep.
So Case Milford comes to the plate with no outs and a man on.
Of all the things, Jaden Lane's been just a bright spot on the Rough Riders season, in my opinion.
He is a consistently good ball player. Got a good lead over at first base. Milford swings through a high fastball. Probably wishes he had that one back. That's one of those fastballs. It looks so good when you're standing in the batter's box, but you cannot hit that thing. If you do, all you're going to do is foul it off. Smith comes back inside under the hands for strike 2. Lane with a good, healthy lead over at first base. The Riders going to have to be careful here. We can't afford to give up any loose outs. We need every base runner we've got. And Lane does cut down his stride about a half step. This one fouled straight back at the camera. Matthew Smith, one of the seniors tonight for the Bulldogs. Big right-hander on the mound. And the curveball to Milford, and he does reach. And are they going to call? There is no call.
The umpire called it a ball.
That is a ball. Say he did not go. 1-2. Of course, with a runner on first, your outfield umpire is actually over at second base. He does not have a view of that swing. So 1-2 to Milford. And that one outside as well, 2-2. And that pitch outside. We're at a full count. Milford, good job there, holding off on some bad pitches. Let's see if he gets one to hit here. Full count, no outs with a man at first. Riders need to take advantage of every chance they get. They're down 4-0 already in this ballgame. And that one fouled away. Good job of Milford staying alive. Smith with a really good fastball. You see the shading in the outfield. They've got the entire Bulldog outfield shaded to right field. There is a huge gap in left. If you could pull something down the line, you'd run forever.
But you're going to have to get out in front of that fastball.
Got to get way out in front of that big fastball. And this one is fouled out of play as well. Milford doing a good job here. That's about the eighth pitch of the at bat. And the curveball, and that one's hit a mile high. It is foul, but caught by the third baseman at the edge of the Rough Rider dugout. So nice play there by young Ty Chambers, one of their seniors. One step from the Rough Rider dugout. So tough break for Milford, but a great at bat. I believe that was a 9-pitch at bat.
Yep.
Colby Lout comes to the plate, one of the Rough Rider seniors, playing in his last high school ball game. Colby with an outstanding game against Gilmer a week ago. Led the team with a triple and a double and scored 4 RBIs. Shows bunt here and pulls back on a pitch on the outside corner, ball 1. Bulldogs not playing the bunt. Now slowly Chambers walks in from third base. They do attempt a bunt there. It bunts foul. So the count now 1-1. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-2. So the Rough Riders just playing for pride tonight. This will be the last game of the season for them. Spring Hill is already sewn up the #1 spot in the district.
Unless they lose this evening, I think.
I think they can. I don't know that it matters, but I think you're right. Mathematically, it's possible if they lose tonight, but that is highly unlikely.
Right. I think they are tied with Carthage, and they own the tiebreaker in the series.
Right. So all things considered, and Lout fouls this one back. All things considered, Spring Hill should go in as the #1 seed in the district. Carthage should go in as #2.
I don't know who Spring Hill's playing tonight, though.
Yeah, I think it's pretty well wrapped up, but that's how we understand the standings to be. All right, the count 2-2, one away. Lane at first gets another half step over at first base. Lout calls time at the plate. And that pitch outside misses, full count. Riders taking Smith deep in this inning. So far, all the at-bats going to multiple pitch count. And a strikeout on the outside corner. Again, the 9th pitch of that at-bat. So that'll be 2 outs on the Rough Riders. That brings Caleb Mosley to the plate. Still has Lane standing at first base.
Now, interesting, we have not decided to test Soap behind the home plate.
Well, and remember, this is Moore. This is one of their seniors.
Oh, okay.
Soap is the starting catcher, but
okay.
he is not playing. He's
so
DHing tonight.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But you're right. We've not tested his arm. And that pitch in for a strike on the corner. Mosley batting in the 8 hole. Gage Vadrine will bat in the 9 hole for the Riders today. And a swing and a miss for Mosley. Count is 0-2. You heard the coach talk about it in the keys of the game tonight. Got to put some back-to-back plays together.
Yep.
So far, that sounds prophetic. Not able to get anything going here. Lane starts things off with a single and no outs, and here we are with Lane still at first base. And strike three on that outside corner. He's going to live there all night, folks, till we knock him off of it. The Rough Riders are down 4-0 when we come back for the bottom of the second.
Granny B Snow Cone Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice, and from there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty at 598-7800 or visit MatthewsRealty.com.
Jack Allen.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
Everybody, welcome back we'll get ready to the bottom of the second. Again, this is the season finale for the Rough Riders. Easton Wolf on the mound, of course, brought to you by Panola College as our series sponsor. And Easton's going to start off here. We'll go to the second.
Going to send left-hander Taylor Marshall to the plate. And Wolf starts him off with a fastball strike. So Easton will face Marshall, Smith, and then back to the top of the order. This is hit hard and just out of the reach of Sutton Link at second. It trickles into right field, so a base hit to lead things off for the Bulldogs.
It's interesting. We got Link at second, and we got Milford over at third, having to make that change because of Horton being out, and I think Milford is a much better second baseman than he is third baseman.
Yeah, certainly kind of when we said it was an impact, not having Horton is a huge impact. A huge lead at first base also. We'll see if they test our catcher's arm here. This is Matthew Smith, the starting pitcher. I'm sorry, we are back at the top of the order. Sam Watson is at the plate. I missed the DH swap there. So another left-hander. So the 9 hole's a lefty, and the leadoff is a lefty.
This hitter is very good.
Rough Riders not shifting their defense. Time called at the plate. Wolf steps off, and we'll start things over. So a runner at first, no outs. And another strike at the plate. So a 2-1 count on the batter. And that pitch outside, 3-1. And this one fouled into the Rough Rider dugout.
Ouch, wake up.
Looks like that might have got Coach Moore. Kind of cleaned the coaches off the buckets over there.
Yep.
All right, so a full count here, 3-2. Runner breaks, and a swing and a miss, and they're going to throw down a strikeout at the plate. They do steal second base. So a good job, a twice the eye strikeout by Easton Wolf. That's his third of the game. So they've already substituted. Again, this is senior night, so you can expect a lot of that out of the Bulldogs tonight. This is number 30. Lee is going to pinch hit here in the 2-hole. Normally the DH batted in this spot in the order. So after the stolen base, man on second with 1 out. Outside, strike 1. Good pitch from Easton. Finally got that call. See if he follows it up here with a curveball. And there it is, and does not get the call. Same spot. I do not understand. Even the great Larry from Carthage on the radio said the same thing. Same spot and didn't get the call. And a swing and a miss that time. It's now 1-2. Do not understand where the curveball has to go to be a strike here.
It's such a good curveball that it fools the umpire.
And a swing and a miss. Nope, they're calling that a foul ball. Calling that a foul ball. We thought it was a clean swing, but the umpire says foul. And Wolf with a changeup to foul back. And the curveball a check swing. No, they are going to ring him up on that. Thought it was a check swing. The umpire pointed and rang him up, strike 3. So a nice break for the Rough Riders. That makes 2 outs.
Next up for the Bulldogs, shortstop number 5, Dylan Davenport.
Brings Davenport to the plate. We saw him. He was the starting pitcher Tuesday night for this Bulldog squad. Davenport playing shortstop tonight. So Wolf with 2 away here, a man on second. And a good strike on the outside corner.
Wolf's starting to settle into a groove here, Locke.
Yeah, he really is. The ball is moving well for him, just cannot get that call on the curveball. Comes back with the same fastball for strike 2. Really saw him frustrated in the first inning. Could not get calls on that corner. He is starting to get it now. Found his groove. And 3 fastballs, 3 strikes, and Wolf with another twice the eye strikeout to shut down the threat. The Riders find themselves behind 4-0 when we come back, thanks to Panola College.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tenaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen in Center. Se habla un poquito español.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests, and a dream for the future.
At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its second generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries to ensure the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the course and beyond.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's going to be Gage Verdreen in our number 9 spot, right?
Yep, Verdreen, Link, and Wolf will see the plate this inning. Smith still on the bump for the Bulldogs. And that went outside, ball 1. Verdreen getting the start in left field tonight. Another one of those defensive shifts. And that one low and away as well, 2-0.
Riders got their runners on in both innings, but unable to move them around.
Verdreen with a good shot to right, and it gets down for a base hit.
So all 3 innings, the Riders have gotten their leadoff runner on. Sorry, folks, I couldn't get over the camera in time to get that, but it dropped right in.
Perfect little slap hit from Verdreen, dropped just behind the dirt on the first base line for a fair ball. That's going to take us back to the top of the order. This is Sutton Link coming in with a man on first and no outs. He shows bunt. We do take off. We steal second on an errant throw by the catcher. So Verdreen with a stolen base.
Hey, man, that was a great jump he got on that.
He got a huge jump on Smith that time. Was called a ball at the plate. So now Sutton Link, with a chance to do a little damage here, has a runner in scoring position and no outs. Shows bunt, gets it down, right back to Smith. He's going to go to first for the out. The Riders advance the runner to third, and Vadrine is in position to score with one away. Good job, Sutton Link, to get that bunt down. That's something the Riders have really struggled with.
Yeah.
That one was executed perfection. Now Easton Wolf comes up.
Easton with a chance to help himself out now.
Vadrine standing at third. Vadrine with a lot of speed. Pretty good bit of territory behind home plate here. And the big curveball is going to be fouled off the catcher's face. Wolf got a piece of it, but it went right off the top of the catcher's helmet.
Because like you said, this is a senior getting to start behind home plate. Hadn't
played
any district games. Soap has done all of that, so.
Yeah, he played a little bit of preseason, I heard them say. And that curveball outside. Count now 1-1 with one away. Riders with a runner at third. Easton Wolf at the plate. And a good fastball hit a mile high. It's going to be behind the first base bag in fair territory. Not quite deep enough. It is caught. Not deep enough for Vadrine to tag and score, folks. There's no way he could have made that.
Now up for center fielder number 14, Cody Atkinson.
So Wolf trying to get the sacrifice fly, just could not get enough of it. Ball got up on him a little bit, so the Riders with two outs and a man on third, that brings Cody Atkinson to the plate. That curveball well outside, ball one.
Atkinson, one of our better hitters. Hopefully he can get us a base knock and get this run home.
It's a good fastball, not able to connect, count 1-1. That might be the best pitch he sees this entire at bat. That was a fastball right down Broadway. Curveball,
nice curveball.
Swing and a miss there, 1-2. And a fastball on that same outside corner, and Atkinson goes down on a call 3 strike. Riders find themselves down 4-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the third.
Panola is proud of its perennial baseball playoff team, the Panola Ponies. They're also proud to have facilities near the baseball fields in Center and in Carthage High School. Panola College says go Rough Riders and Bulldogs. When you're sick, you want a doctor. You surely do. You want a good, competent doctor. But you also want someone to give you hope. That's what they do at Hope Medical, because regardless of where you stand with insurance companies or personal finance, Hope Medical has a place for you. After all, we're one big family, and Hope Medical wants to make sure your family stays healthy. That's the commitment from Hope Medical. B3, that's the name. What does that name mean to you? B3 Oregon, dude. It's the sound of the 60s. B3 is the only thing that is before B4. It's a vitamin, good for the teeth and bones. None of the above. It's B3 Car Wash right there on Tenha Highway. You can do it yourself or you can drive through. It's B3 Car Wash. Will Blatchford knows a thing or two about baseball and softball. He's an old Rough Rider baseball player himself, so he understands that numbers are important. How about this for numbers? A 16-pound bag of ice for $1.75, or a 20-pound bag dumped right into your cooler. 25 cents gets you a gallon of filtered water. 75 cents, 5 gallons. How about that? Twice the ice.
All right, welcome back, folks. We are in the bottom of the third here. Bulldogs are batting. Easton Wolf on the mound for the Rough Riders, doing a good job. So the Bulldogs lead off with Cade Moore. He is catching tonight. Riders find themselves down 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. Good fastball, swing and a miss for strike one. And that pitch is inside, misses 1-1. Easton working very quickly from the mound tonight.
Yes, he always does that. He does not take much time.
And the big curveball misses outside, 2-1. And that fastball hit into center field. Cody Atkinson not able to get there. There's a dive by Mosley, came in with out of nowhere and made a great effort for the ball, just not able to get there. Falls just out of the reach of his glove. Did he, hang on a second. Okay, there's a pinch runner. I saw the batter just simply turn and walk away.
Right.
But there is a pinch runner coming in. Mosley with a terrific effort out there. Did not see him coming for that. So this brings up Cale Preston to the plate. So no outs, man on first. And that pitch outside, 2-0. A lot of left-handed bats in this Carthage lineup.
Yes.
Big curveball, that's going to be hit not well, but gets over the head of the second baseman for a base hit. They send the runner to third, and Bulldogs at second and third. You could hear the kind of a thud coming off the bat. That was hit right off the handle. Just kind of muscled it out over our second baseman for the base hit. But they were running the whole way and took extra bases. So runners second and third, no outs. Ty Chambers comes to the plate. And time called at the plate. Wolf resets, and here's the delivery. That one inside high for ball one. And this one's going to be hit softly to Milford. He'll have to go to first. The out is at first base, but another run does score. Not much chance for Milford to come home there. It would have been a bang-bang, so he did the right thing. He went to first base for the out. So the score now 5-0 here in the bottom of the third with one away, and Martinez comes to the plate. Runner standing at third base now. That pitch inside, ball one. And that pitch misses as well. Wolf just really frustrated. You can tell he just kind of stands there wondering, what do I have to do?
Well, he's not getting the called strike on the curveball in the outside corner. It's just not happening. There's one.
And that one inside for the strike. So the count now 2-1.
Sometimes your catcher, you can talk about, framing the thing to try to help your pitcher there.
And this hit hard at Bellin. Bellin backs up, fields it, and comes across the diamond. And Jaden Lane saved his bacon with a underhanded scoop to make the out. That was a tough play. The ball hopped right at the bag. Jaden Lane doing his job over at first base, scooping that up to save the out. Now that does score another run. So it is now 6-0. Riders with 2 outs. And Malone is at the plate and takes ball one. That pitch high, 2-0. And there's the strike from Wolf, 2-1. And takes the changeup, pops it sky high. Bellin with the call and makes the play. But the Riders give up 2 more here in the bottom of the third. We'll be right back for the 4th inning.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger.
That's what I need. Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they can all get something good. Dairy Queen.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the 4th. Going to bring up Bellin.
Bellin, Lane, and Milford come to the plate this inning for the Riders. This hit hard toward the second baseman. He comes up throwing and just able to get Bellin. So TJ swinging at the first pitch he sees, did not get all of it, and he's thrown out at first base. That brings up number 10, Jaden Lane. Jaden with a couple of great scoops over at first base to save an out that last inning.
I argue too.
And he swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it back. So they are going after Smith with that first pitch fastball. He's been pretty consistent with that. He was living on the outside corner. You can't blame him. He is getting the call there. So The Riders making an adjustment and going after that pitch early. And that one way outside. Count 1-1 with one away here in the top of the fourth. And that's a strike called at the plate. 1-2. And that high and outside, 2-2.
Last game for the Rough Riders here this evening, but it's not the last game being played in the county, as we have several county teams, Shelbyville, Timpson, for sure, and along with, I think, the Joaquin ladies, and a couple of the softball teams are still going to be in action, and we're going to be covering that, especially our great third base cameraman down there, Larry Pierce, is going to be on the call as we cover a lot of the teams as we continue on. And also we have perhaps some tennis to look forward to.
All right, full count on Lane, doing a good job fighting off a couple of foul ball. See if he can find something to hit here, and just hangs in there on a weak, looked like maybe a change-up on the outside corner. That would have been a strike. He just drug the bat through and got that fouled away. Stay alive here. Full count. Great at bat for Lane, and he draws a walk here. About another, 8-9 pitch at bat for Lane.
And Lane's on base both times at bat.
So that brings Case Milford to the plate with one out and Lane at first. And a bunt. It's going to go foul here. Milford's going to have to be careful. He dropped the bat in foul territory. Had the catcher stepped on that, could have been ruled interference on a fair ball, so he needs to make sure he doesn't do that the next time.
That's right. You got to get that bat out of the play.
Out of play there. We've seen a couple of interference calls in the last week. Shows bunt again, curveball, and this one is called a strike at the plate, so 0-2.
Yeah, I was curious. I mean, I didn't think he was sacrificing. I thought that first bunt was, to try to slip one in.
Milford going to have to swing away here. And fastball well outside, 1-2. Milford going to have to choke up and just slap something. He's not going to get a decent pitch here. And Milford calls time and backs away. Looks like there's some confusion between pitcher-catcher. Catcher's going to jog out. They're going to work on a couple of signals here. Appreciate Panola College bringing you this series between Center and Carthage. Panola with locations in both towns. A lot of construction over here at the Carthage campus. Improvements going on all the time.
So Milford steps in at a 1-2 count.
Good lead at first by Lane. Milford just poked something. That was another curveball to stay alive. Have not seen a check throw to first.
No.
And Lane is taking advantage. He's got another half step over there. And Milford with a swing and a miss goes down on strikes. So now 2 away. This will be Colby Lout coming to the plate. Colby announcing on senior night Tuesday he is headed to Texas A&M. Going to be an Aggie. And takes strike one.
Y'all got another one.
We got to reel him in, baby.
Good kid. I'm sure he's going to do very well down there.
Colby, the oldest of the Lout crew. This one, soft hit off the end of the bat. They're going to flip it over to first base, and they make the out. So the Riders down 6-0 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Panola is proud of its perennial baseball playoff team, the Panola Ponies. They're also proud to have facilities near the baseball fields in Center and in Carthage High School. Panola College says go Rough Riders and Bulldogs. Your Center Rough Rider winter sports schedule brought to you in part by Ace Hardware. Ace is the place in Shelby County for the helpful hardware folks. Brookshire Brothers, beginning its 103rd year as your neighborhood market. And Covington Lumber Supply. If you need it to build or repair, you find it at Covington's.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests, and a dream for the future. At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its second generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries to ensure the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the course and beyond.
Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, oh, that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
All right, folks, welcome back to Bulldog Park. We are about to get underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Rough Riders find themselves down 6-0. Taylor Marshall leading things off for the Bulldogs this inning. Easton Wolf still on the hump for the Riders.
Riders had a tough start with doing it 4 in the first, but it kind of settled in here. Easton has certainly settled in.
And that pitch is going to be ball inside. Easton working very quickly from the mound. Goes outside, 2-0. Three-0. And there's the strike, 3-1. And that'll be ball 4, so the Bulldogs have their leadoff on here in the bottom of the fourth. And Sam Watson comes up next. Top of the order for the Bulldogs. And this is going to be hit down the left field line, foul. Big lead over at first base. Gets another half step, and he breaks. And this is going to be roped right where he was standing for the base hit. They will go from first to third, and they'll hold the runners on the corners. Base hit into right field, but the runner was running on the pitch, so he tapped second and went all the way to third. So with no outs, the Bulldogs have runners on the corners. And this is number 30, Hunter Lee, coming in, batting in the 2-hole as the DH. Colby Lout calling a defensive play for the Riders. And this is hit towards second in the gap. That'll score another run. And Bulldogs will be at first and second. So Lee, one of those seniors, getting a chance to swing the bat tonight and delivers a single with an RBI. So no outs. Runners at first and second. They add on a run here, and Davenport comes to the plate. And this one hit a mile high. Bellin is back for it and calls it and makes the play. So a pop fly out at Bellin puts one out on the board. Riders need to settle things down here and stop the bleeding. Cade Moore comes to the plate for the Bulldogs. And that pitch outside gets away from Lout, and they will advance a bag. So one away. The force thread is gone. And he fouls this back. Count now 1-1 with one out. And a good swing and a miss. Nope, they're calling that a foul ball. He must have got a piece of it. It went straight down under Lout. So 1-2 now. Never heard that hit a bat. But immediately the umpire's hands went up.
That's a good break for the Riders.
Big break for the Riders. And the curveball again fouled away. Wolf making some good pitches here. And this one fouled away as well. So the pitch count on the scoreboard shows 82 pitches for Easton Wolf. We are in the bottom of the fourth.
He's got 28 left?
28 left in regulation. They will only allow in high school 110. That's the maximum you can throw in a game. That pitch outside makes it 2-2. Big curveball. That is going to be flared, just foul down the first baseline. And this one fouled down the third baseline. Wolf making some terrific pitches here.
Mm-hmm.
And that pitch outside, we're at a full count.
Goodness gracious.
Tough getting that call now.
Mm-hmm.
3-2. One out. Runners at second and third. Right down the middle, and this one's hit into center field and caught by Atkinson. He steps and throws home. It is cut off. They've got a runner trapped between second and third for a rundown, and Bellin lays on the tag for the second out. So they did score a run on that play, so that means that the Rough Riders find themselves down 8-0 when we come back for the fifth inning.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Granny B Snow Cone and Center is your source for great summer treats. It begins with quality shaved ice. From there you get everything from the single colored snow cone to a really creative summer treat. And besides, the counselor likes it. They're also your home for Dippin' Dots. They've been supporting the Rough Riders for a mighty long time. So pull up to the window at Granny B's and let them serve you something special.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests, and a dream for the future. At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its second generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries to ensure the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the course and beyond.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Everybody, welcome back. We'll get to the top of the fifth. Riders down 8-0. Riders, I think every inning have gotten the leadoff runner on, or
Definitely got the leadoff on, or at least men to second base every single inning, just unable to do anything. Had runners at third twice, unable to score those runners. Just goes back to the keys to the game that we started with. Coach Moore talking about needing to put quality plays back to back. Just unable to do that tonight.
I'm going to bring up Mosley.
Mosley, Vadrine, and Link will come to the plate for the Riders. Matthew Smith still on the dish for Carthage. Mosley shows bunt, lays down a good bunt down the third baseline, and it's thrown away at first base. Mosley rounds. Nope, he will come back to first base safe. Overthrow is played quickly by the second baseman. So Mosley caught him flat-footed with a little trickery. First pitch he saw, laid down a nice bunt, and the Riders have the leadoff on again. All right, Gage Vadrine, it's your turn. Moore came up behind the plate and got to the ball, but just sailed it on the first baseman. And Vadrine takes a strike on the outside corner. They do pick it first. First time we've seen him throw over, and might be all night.
Yeah.
think that is his first pickoff attempt. Mosley steps off again. 0-1 count to Vadrine at the plate. That one outside, 1-1. And that pitch well outside as well, 2-1. Mosley working into a good count here. He may try to steal. Definitely a good opportunity if Vadrine takes another ball. And this is hit softly to second. They're going to roll it in the middle. There's one. Not in time at first base. Vadrine safe at first, but they do get Mosley at second. All right, so Link comes to the plate with one out. And we do have the Carthage coach coming out to talk to his pitcher. We'll see if Smith survives the visit.
Looks like we're having a pitching change. So
Yep.
we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're watching Rough Rider Baseball live here on Net SN. Folks, we stand corrected. There was not a pitching change. I'm not sure exactly what the deal was, but
the coach came out, did not even talk to his players. He went straight to the umpires, spoke to the umpires for a moment. No one was warming up in the dugout, in the bullpen, so we were curious as to what they were doing. Well, Smith stays in, pitching here.
So you can say he's still got a bunch of pitches to go, and hasn't. And there's goes the runner.
Runner takes off, and he is safe at second. So Vadrine able to steal second. Throw not in time. Sutton Link is the batter at the plate. That is the 70th pitch of the night for Smith. And we're here in the top of the 5th. All right. So with one out, the Riders have a man in scoring position. Back to the top of the order with Link. The count on Link is 0-1. Swings through, strike 2. And that pitch outside does not get the call, 1-2. And the curveball outside, there was a check swing. It is not a strike. So we count 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Moore certainly thought Link went around.
And Smith's going to step away and call time. And this hit hard by Sutton Link, but it is in the air to right, and they do make the out. Not deep enough for Vadrine to tag and go to third.
There's a couple times where we've had that. We just haven't got it deep enough.
Ball is climbing on us a little bit. So that's going to bring Wolf to the plate. Now the coach comes back out, and we may see a pitching change here. 74 pitches thrown by Smith. We'll see if this is a visit. There was no one up warming up in the bullpen the last time we checked.
Yep, looks like he took the ball.
So he did take the ball. Smith on senior night, going to get a hug from all his teammates and his coach. And a good round of ovation from the Carthage faithful for a job well done.
So Smith is done. Smith. He'll be hitting the showers early.
That's right.
Good, strong.
Good showing by the Carthage senior. Big young man. We talked about it. He's got to be 6'2", He's big, tall righty. Even the outfield comes in to give him a hug on senior night. His baseball career is done for high school.
Looks like he might have a future in football, though. He's a solid looking young man.
Large-bodied young man. All right.
We'll find out from Larry Allen what that young man's
This is
future
number
is.
19. We will. But Bonio, we saw Bonio in relief Tuesday night.
He's got that curious delivery, right? It's a sidearm, almost sometimes a sub delivery.
It's about a 3/4 sub. But he only throws it on certain pitches. He doesn't throw it every time.
Tell you what, let's go ahead and hear from Panola College, who again is our series sponsor for the Carthage, as they are every year.
Panola is proud of its perennial baseball playoff team, the Panola Ponies. They're also proud to have facilities near the baseball fields in Center and in Carthage High School. Panola College says go Rough Riders and Bulldogs. This is a NetSN presentation of a Watlington Shires Pierce production.
All right, so Easton Wolf steps in. Again, it's Bonio.
So Vadrine is at second base, and Easton Wolf steps in with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Bonio comes with that half sidearm delivery and throws a fastball, strike 1.
I'd like to thank Mooney's Emporium. It was my anniversary this week.
Yeah.
And I went and got some nice goodies for anniversary present for Laura there at Mooney's show.
Well, good. The curveball misses there, but you cannot miss buying gifts at Mooney's Emporium.
Not at all.
Anniversary time. Well, good for you.
Yeah. Put together a bunch of different little treats in there for.
The nice thing about it, some of those the guys that are a little gift buying challenged like myself, you can just walk in and say, here's how much I'd like to spend, and they will fix you up a nice gift basket with all your ladies' favorites.
But Shell and the ladies go in there, so Shell knows what they want and what they like.
That's right.
And she'll put something. She'll think about that and go, yeah, add that.
All right, 2-1 count on Wolf. And this one's going to be hit right back to Bonio. He checks on the runner but goes to first, and they drop it at first base. The first baseman was pulled off the bag, and the Riders are on the board as Vadrine comes all the way around and scores the first run for the Rough Riders. So the first baseman he was pulled away from the bag on an errant throw.
It was just a comebacker, right?
Yeah, it was a comebacker.
With 2 outs, I don't know why he checked the runner. You just go to first.
So Coach Moore goes over, not sure what Coach Moore is asking. Maybe asking why he wasn't given second base. I don't know. The runner and the first baseman did have a collision this side of the bag, and it tripped Wolf going to first base.
All right, uncharacteristic error.
So Moore is going to go over and check on his starting pitcher. They do lift him for a pinch runner. And Easton is fine. He will head back to the Rough Rider dugout. So kind of an odd event there, but the Riders get a run on the board. Easton Wolf with an RBI play. RBI single with 2 outs. It is now 8-1. So Cody Atkinson at the plate dodges a fastball. And that pitch low, 2-0. So just a judgment play by the pitcher. Looking at the runner going to third, there was no need to do that.
Wow.
It made him hurry his throw to first, pulled the first baseman off. They get tangled up. Wolf safe at first, and the run comes home. And there's that strike on the corner again, 2-1. And that pitch outside, 3-1. And a swing and a miss, full count. All right, full count, 2 outs. We'll get a jump at first base. And that is a call 3 strike on that same corner. And Atkinson goes down again. He argues with the umpire a little bit. No reason to do that. Riders are down 8-1 when we come back.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winter chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
Buddy, hope that was your 5th inning stretch, brought to you by Aurora Concepts. We'll hear from Aurora Concepts now as we stretched it out.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, mobile vaccine units, sports physicals, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Everybody, that of course was our 5th inning stretch, brought to you by Aurora Concepts, with multiple locations throughout East Texas and a mobile unit. And this is going to go to the bottom of the 5th here. Easton Wolf, probably his last inning of work given the pitch count, goes to 1-1, Mr. Locke.
So the Bulldogs send Cale Preston to the plate to start things off. They have an 8-1 lead. The Riders going to have to keep that in check to keep this game alive. Big curveball finally called a strike, and Easton says thank you. 1-2 now on the batter. Comes back fastball hit up the middle, just out of the reach of Wolf, and it trickles into center field for a base hit. There is nobody covering second base, and he takes a base because the Riders all chased that ball into center field, and there was nobody there. Well, folks, I'm sorry, but give credit. Heads-up baseball play by Preston.
Right.
The senior saw an opening, nobody covering second, and he trotted in and got an extra base.
Just heads-up base running.
All right, Ty Chambers steps in now with a runner at second and no outs. That one brushes him back off the plate and does catch part of the sleeve. He'll go to first base with a hit by pitch. So now runners at first and second, no outs. The Riders going to have to be careful here. That pitch outside and misses, ball one. So this is Martinez at the plate. No outs. And he fouls this pitch back, 1-1. Wolf just threw his 94th pitch. High school limit per game is 110. And there's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
So if you're Carthage, you know that. You tell your guys, take some pitches.
Yeah, we're in the lower half of the order for the Bulldogs, so they're definitely going to take the pitches here. Well outside, goes to the backstop. Bulldogs will advance a base. So the count 2-2 to the batter. There are no outs. Runners now at second and third. And that one hits the batter on the elbow. He did have an elbow pad on. You could hear the chink from here. He'll head down to first base, and the Bulldogs have loaded the bags with no outs. That'll draw a visit from Coach Moore. 97 pitches on Wolf. That
Easton don't want
is,
to come out, but he's going to.
He is shaking his head. Leave me in. Last game of the year, Coach. Come on. I think Coach Moore has taken the ball out of his glove, so that'll do it for Easton Wolf. Let's just talk while they're doing this, Counselor. What have we seen from Wolf, the true freshman this year? I've seen him personally throw in district 3 games with 6+ shutout innings.
Yeah.
So the future is very, very bright for the Rough Riders. Easton Wolf has done an incredible job, not only on the mound, but third base, swinging the bat. So good things to come with Easton Wolf.
Oh, no doubt.
On the mound for the Riders.
Yeah, and I don't think you were there. You were at a wedding when he pitched against Spring Hill, and masterful job.
Yeah, he went six innings that night.
6 and a third.
Came back a week later and went 6 2/3 inning in shutout baseball. And had it not been for a throwing error, would have won that game and thrown a complete game. He was literally one pitch from a complete game shutout. And then followed that up last week with 6 1/3 innings of shutout baseball. And never seen this, so we have something unique. Milford is going to get on the mound and trade shoes with
Wolf?
Easton Wolf. This is the new one for me. Never seen the pitchers actually. I've seen them trade the ball, of course.
Right.
Sometimes gloves if you needed a special glove to pitch with. But Wolf not only gives up the ball, but gives up his shoes.
Yes. You know what they say normally they say walk a mile in your shoes. It's normally figurative.
So Wolf walks off the field in Milford shoes, throws them into the dugout. They're going to throw out a new pair of shoes for Wolf. Well, I guess the last game of the year, you might as well see it all.
That's right.
All right, Milford's going to have to hurry his warm-up, though, here.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to hear from a couple of sponsors as Milford gets warmed up. It's the first time we've seen him pitch.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Life is all about planning, and JBA Financial Services is here to help you with your financial future. Call or come by today to set up a consultation and discover what it's like to deal with the experts when it comes to investing for retirement or quality life and health insurance products. John Black, Jason Locke, and Michael Black are your experienced JBA Financial Services representatives, helping you to make the right choice for over 30 years, right here at home. JBA Financial Services, working to secure your family's future.
All right, so Milford is in, and his first pitch is a ball. So bases loaded, no outs here. Milford in a tough spot, and nowhere to put him.
Gonna have to make good pitches and just trust the defense behind him. And this one catches the arm of the batter, and so a hit by pitch brings another run to the plate. It is now 9-1 Bulldogs. All right, bases loaded, no outs. Marshall comes up.
And yet another left-handed hitter.
Riders needing to put some outs on the board in a bad way here. Right down the middle, a swing and a miss. And that, look, if you're Milford, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah,
you
no
can't
choice.
pitch cute here. You got to go right at them. Just outside, 1-1. So, folks, we are in the bottom of the fifth. The Riders are down 9-1. Bases loaded, no outs. And that pitch outside makes it 2-1 on the batter. And that pitch outside, running out of pitches here. It is 3-1.
I mean, you cannot.
Asking a lot of Milford here. Coming in late in the ball game with the bases loaded, no outs. And a strike there is full count.
Get to come back and do it again. You're just going to have to challenge the hitters. You have no choice.
And this is hit softly to second. It is caught and no out. The toss was high from length, and Bellin had to jump to catch it and misses second base. So another run scores. It is 10-1. The Riders just not able to put things in sync tonight.
Now up for the Bulldogs, number 19, Buck Bonio.
So this is Bonio.
Bonio.
He came in relief, pitching the last inning. Oh, wait a minute. Now they've corrected that. This is Mojica coming in to pinch hit with the bases loaded and no out.
Riders have to come in, have to cut the runner down at home, and the outfield needs to play in.
So remember, mercy rule is 10 after 5 innings. We're in the bottom of the fifth, down 10-1.
Oof.
That one almost hit Mojica. So if a run scores here, this ball game is over.
Mojica could have got a walk-off RBI.
Hit by pitch. All right, so now it's 2-0 on the batter. No outs, bases juice.
Milford has to throw a strike here. You can't.
Comes inside, and the ball is fouled away right off the handle.
Yeah.
Mojica.
He
almost caught that on the fingers.
Yeah. He bailed him out on that. That was clearly high and inside.
Yeah, I think that was more of a defensive swing.
Right.
That ball would have hit him. Same pitch, same result, 2-2.
Like you said, 2-2, no outs, bases loaded. Riders down 10-1.
And this is hit softly to third. The ball is charged. Oh, and it gets away at the plate, and that is the ball game. Wow, tough play. The ball is thrown home for the force. It gets away, and the Riders go down 11-1 on the mercy rule. Comes into play. That's the end of the year for the baseball Rough Riders.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back for the Schaffner-Washateria postgame show right after this.
Panola is proud of its perennial baseball playoff team, the Panola Ponies. They're also proud to have facilities near the baseball fields in Center and in Carthage High School. Panola College says go Rough Riders and Bulldogs. You know what's nice about living in a small town like Center? Long-standing tradition, like Schaffner's Washateria. Owner Will Blackshear is proud of the fact that the Washateria has been right there since his grandfather opened it 2 generations ago. But you know what's great about Schaffner's Washateria? It's modern. It's kept up with the times. Whatever your needs, large or small, Schaffner's is ready. Owner Will Blackshear says, enjoy the postgame show.
All right, Jason Locke, difficult sometimes, but something to smile about for the Rough Riders. We knew this was going to be a difficult season for us, and it was. There were moments, though, that
we talked about it all throughout the district race. The Rough Riders starting a very young lineup. Our top 3 batters in every batting order are all freshmen. We've got 3 sophomores playing. Only 2 seniors on the entire team, so we're very young. We knew it'd be a long road, but we saw some great things, just like Wolf's pitching tonight. We've got young Sutton Link. We've got Jaden Lane holding down first base. All 3 freshmen, a couple of sophomores. The future is bright. Congratulations to the Carthage Bulldogs. This does give them the 2nd seed in the district playoffs.
And maybe a co-district championship.
Could be with Spring Hill. So, but the Rough Riders will go home tonight. A good year, all things considered, with the age of the squad that Coach Moore had to field. Look forward to next year with all that extra experience on the freshmen and sophomores that played.
And the junior, only the catcher. That's the only starting
starter player. You're right. The only starting senior we had was Kobe Lout. Thank you, Kobe Lout, for everything you've done for this team. Look forward to seeing you head off to Texas A&M. Congratulations to Kobe. Everybody else will come back next year, and we look forward to calling those games.
All right, it's time to pick our Center Mill Company player of the game. And I kind of want to go with Jaden Lane again. I mean, he was 2 for 2 and on base 3 times and made some great scoops. And I look forward to watching him play first base for 3 additional years.
Absolutely. Freshman Jaden Lane played a great game tonight. Even though the score didn't go our way, good things are yet to come.
That's our Center Motor Company player of the game. And of course, we probably won't be able to get it with Coach tonight, but that's brought to you by JBA Financial. We're here from those folks in Schaffner and Washateria. We'll get ready to close this thing out.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
The following is a true story from Count Dracula about Schaffner's Washateria.
So I was home alone minding my own business when my wife was out of town. Suddenly, from nowhere, a minivan full of ghosts barged through the front door without opening it. They go to the bedroom and steal all my sheets and wear them around the house. Then suddenly they threw them on the floor and got back in the minivan. I have to get my sheets clean before my wife gets home. How do I do it? Schaffner's Washateria, serving vampires and Shelby Countyans for 3 generations. The Dracula family uses Schaffner's.
Schaffner's Washateria, Center, Texas.
Life is all about planning, and JBA Financial Services is here to help you with your financial future. Call or come by today to set up a consultation and discover what it's like to deal with the experts when it comes to investing for retirement or quality life and health insurance products. John Black, Jason Locke, and Michael Black are your experienced JBA Financial Services representatives, helping you to make the right choice for over 30 years, right here at home. JBA Financial Services, working to secure your family's future.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Schaffner Washateria post-game show. Jason Locke, let's get your final thoughts on it. Again, we kind of just said it in the last segment, but at times very frustrating, though at other times some optimism in the season.
Yeah, I saw some flashes of future hope for us. A lot of young guys doing a lot of good things. We're going to have to clean some stuff up, and that comes with experience, especially on the, you're playing 4A varsity ball here. This isn't some back lot somewhere. You're going to play a good team every week. The older we get, the more experience we get, the better we're going to be.
That's well said, Jason. Like as always, the voice of the Center Rough Rider baseball team. And now we got joining us on the mic is Larry. Come on, Riff Pierce. And so, Larry, this is it for the Center Rough Riders, but that's not it for all the Shelby County teams.
I'll tell you.
You're kind of in charge of the broadcasting of the other stuff. And by the way, everybody send us that watched and enjoyed the work from the third base camera. That was Larry down there doing that.
That's pretty cool.
Without direction.
Yeah, we've been trying to work on our wireless system that we got, and it was quite a good distance down there. So with everything we had, that's what we wanted to do here tonight. So yeah, I miss being up here and not being on the mic with you guys, but I mean, for us to get that done on a thing like this tonight, I think it was pretty cool for us.
Something we're adding every year, and we were having trouble getting it going, and used some spit bubble gum and a paper clip to get the thing going.
Sometimes you
got
to do that.
Hard standing on one leg with your arm in the air all night.
Exactly. A little aluminum foil and everything over there.
That's right. So, Larry, tell us about what all is to come here on either on NetSN or on the NFHS channel that we'll be broadcasting.
Well, I know tomorrow on NFHS I will be in Timpson for game number 2 and possibly game number 3 for softball for that series going on there in the bi-district round. I saw that a lot of baseball is wrapping up here, the regular season baseball wrapping up for a lot of the guys here, just like the Riders. Baseball playoffs will start next week, so we got all kinds of teams to cover. The Piney Woods, there's a lot of teams out there that are in it. So I'm thinking next week that, for me, I think the softball series between West Sabine and Shelbyville is going to be good. So that one's going to be one we're going to be looking at. Same thing with Timpson, if they can move on. Douglas Lady Indians, they look good. So a lot of it around here. Garrison baseball. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff going on ready to come up here for the next few weeks.
Right, and so we'll be having that either on NetSN or on NFHS. Mm-hmm. Also going to have some tennis as the Rough Rider tennis team marches into by-district and area in the regional tournaments. And Coach Dykes, again, especially on the ladies' side, we are just absolutely dominant as we are every year on the tennis court. So
are we going to get back to the pizzeria on Monday, I think?
Yeah, at some point
we'll get back
us
here and have some pizza, man.
We'll have the the Piney Woods Coaches Show, and then the Rick Meek Show. We're going to have a wrap-up, a spring session wrap-up, and then, of course, we're going to have our athletic banquet. Had to be rescheduled. We were going to have one last Monday, but the track, regional track, was postponed because of the weather, so they had to go do that. And so we look forward to that. So that's the Piney Woods Coach Show, hosted by Larry Pierce, along with the Rick Meeks Show, which is live every week, or most every week, from the pizzeria Brought to you
we
by,
don't have everything going on. That's it.
Yeah, we don't have playoffs games going on. Brought to you by Sabine State Bank. We might try to get Locke up there and get him because he likes the Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
Sounds good.
So everybody, thank you for tuning in again tonight. Carthage is able to secure the final district victory here tonight over the Rough Riders, 11-1. They will move on either in the first or second position in the playoffs. Likely, from what I understand, unless Spring Hill lost tonight, probably be in the second spot. Rough Riders, our baseball season is over. We'll move into the off season, and we start again. Other Shelby County teams and the baseball and softball, center tennis, and then we start thinking about that lovely game called football, which will be coming up in the fall. Again, thank you to Jason Locke, the voice of the Center Rough Rider baseball team. It's always a pleasure to have him on. Thank you, Larry Pierce, for coming up and joining us on the broadcast tonight. Thank you, Chris Wallington, for coming by and setting up stuff and getting the interview with the coaches. Thanks to all of our sponsors, which without them we would not be able to bring you all the Rough Rider athletics. And again, thank you to all the folks that have tuned in tonight to watch this game. This is the Counselor Stephen Shire saying good night, and whatever you do for the rest of this week and this weekend, make sure it's nothing but net.
You know what's nice about living in a small town like Center? Long-standing tradition, like Schaffner's Washateria. Owner Will Blackshear is proud of the fact that the Washateria has been right there since his grandfather opened it 2 generations ago. But you know what's great about Schaffner's Washateria? It's modern. It's kept up with the times. Whatever your needs, large or small, Schaffner's is ready. On behalf of Will Blackshear and Schaffner's Washateria, we say thank you for listening to the postgame show. Three-point shot. It's good. Red Horse takes it to the house. This has been a presentation of the Rough Rider broadcast team, brought to you by Watlington and Shires Productions.